Hi CCC family, it's Dawn Marie with Custom Comfy Crochet, and today I'm going to show you how to do some patchwork Tunisian crochet. So all this is basically is changing your pattern of Tunisian crochet as you go into these little squares, okay? So it's actually really easy. If you know how to do Tunisian crochet, it's really easy. If you don't, it might be a little bit difficult, but I have some beginner videos below for Tunisian crochet if you need that to help you out. And I would like to ask you to please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notify me bell below if you have, so you can get notified of my future videos if you're not have done that yet or not subscribed. Also, sharing my videos helps more than anything, and I so much appreciate it. So for the materials today, I'm using one of these hooks right here, and depending upon how long you want to make this patchwork, you could use a Tunisian hook with a cable. If you want to make it really small, you could use a regular crochet hook, but for my purposes here, I'm just using a 5.5 millimeter long Tunisian hook, okay? So what I'm doing is you want to work in multiples of 5 because I have 5 in each one of these. Again, you can make that bigger, you can make it smaller. This is what I found works best for me. Now, Tunisian crochet has a wonderful habit of curling. So I've also done a row of single crochet here at the bottom to help with that. Also, when you're changing back from your stitches here, you're going from a purl-like stitch to a knit stitch, back to a purl stitch to a knit stitch. So you're, and again, I know that purl stitch is actually for knitting, but that's the point of Tunisian crochet. It looks a lot like knit, okay? So I call this the purl stitch, but you're just going back and forth between those, okay? So I just wanted to show you what it looked like really quick, and I'm just using a basic 4-weight yarn for this, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and put this to the side, and I'm gonna show you how to start from the very beginning. So taking my very long hook, I'm going to make a slip knot and working in multiples of 5, I am going to chain 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a row of single crochet here, just so we don't have a lot of curling. So I'm going to go right into my first stitch here, and I'm going to put a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just going to single crochet all the way back down. And now when we go back down, we only have 14 single crochets, but we're going to chain 1 and turn, okay? And we have this loop on our hook, and then we're going to go through every one of these, so that's going to bring us back up to 15, okay? So now I'm going to go into my first stitch here, and I'm going to pull up a loop. And I'm going to pull up a loop in every stitch going all the way down till I have 15 loops on my hook, counting this first one as well. Make sure you get under both of those V's there for that last one. And so now I have 15 loops on my hook, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to go through 1, then I'm going to go through 2, go through 2, go through 2, and just keep going through 2 on my return pass, going all the way down. Just like that. And that's what it looks like. Now we're going to start doing these different stitches. So in my first one, I'm going to start off with the knit stitch. So I'm going to go right through this first stitch right here, and I'm going to do a knit stitch by going in between these two and to the back. So right here I have 2 loops. Normally you would just do in simple Tunisian, you would just go through the front, but you're going to go through the middle and out the back and pull up. But we're also needing to count this loop on our hook. So that counts as 1, and so then that counts as 2. So we're going to go into our next, and that's 3. Go into our next, that's 4. And go into our next, and we should have 5 loops on our hook. Okay. Then we're going to do that purl stitch in the next 5 stitches. So you're going to not yarn, you would normally yarn over like this and pull up. You're going to yarn over going the opposite way, and then you're going to go through this stitch right here and then let it fall, and then go through. Again, yarn over going the opposite way, go through the front of your stitch, let it fall, and then pull through. Again, yarn over going the opposite way, go through your next stitch, let it fall. Again, yarn over going the opposite way, go through your next stitch, and let it fall. And again. Okay, and that's what it looks like. And now we're going to go back to our knit stitch. So in the next stitch, we're going to go through pull up in the middle there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then for the 5th one, we're just going to work into our edge here. So I'm just going to go through the edge, just like that, those 2 loops there on the side. I'm going to go through and then pull up. So now we should still have 15 loops on our hook. So now we're going to yarn over, we're going to go through 1, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, and you're just going to keep going through 2 on your return pass. Just like that. And so now, as you can see, we've started knit stitch, a purl stitch, and a knit stitch. And we're going to go up 5 times. So we just did 1, so now we need 4 more. So we're going to go into our next stitch again, and we're going to work the knit stitch. So go through 1, 2, 3, and 4, remembering that this loop counts as 1. Then we're going to work the purl stitch by yarning over going the opposite way, go through that stitch, let it fall down, and then pull through. And again, and again, and again, and again. Now we're going to go back to the knit stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on that 5th one, we're going to go through our side here, our edge, and pull up. Now we have 15 loops on our hook again. We're going to go through 1, then go through 2, and keep going through 2 on our return pass all the way down. One thing that is important with this patchwork is keeping your tension even throughout everything. Just like that. Because we are working different stitches, the knit stitch tends to curl more than this purl stitch. So sometimes what you can get is a little bit of a dip in the middle or on the sides, and that's because one just pulls up a little bit higher than the other. So keeping your tension even is very important, okay? And so again, you will go through, starting off with the knit stitch. Now we've got 5 loops on our hook. Now we're going to do the purl. Now back to the knit stitch. And don't forget your edge. Now we have 15 loops on our hook again. Go through 1 and then keep going through 2 on your return pass all the way down. Okay, just like this. So now I really want to have 5 rows, and to count these, by the way, it's really easy to count by counting on the side instead of counting from the front. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need 1 more row. We're going to switch it up and start it off differently. Okay, so now we're going to switch it up and we're going to start with a different stitch. So instead of starting with the knit stitch here, we're going to start with the purl stitch. So you're going to go right into this first stitch working the purl stitch. So you're going to go yarn over the opposite way, go into your next stitch, let it fall, and then pull up. And again, to your next stitch, let it fall, pull up. Just like this. Just like you did the knit stitch, except now you're doing the purl stitch. And then when you go into the next one, you're going to do the knit stitch. So pull up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you're going to do the purl stitch over here. Just remember you're doing 4 because you need the 5 loops, so you're going to do your edge instead, just like that. And you should still have 15 loops on your hook. You're going to go back, go through 1 on your return pass, and then go through 2 all the way down. So you're just going to keep doing that, alternating back and forth between the the purl stitch, the knit stitch, and the purl stitch now. And that's what's going to give its patchwork effect. So then you would go up 5 for those, and then you would just continue changing it back and forth until it ends up looking like this. And it's just so cool looking. Looks almost like a basket weave or something like that, but it's definitely patchwork. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you need any help or anything, don't hesitate to ask below. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and I'll see you again soon, guys, for another video. Happy crocheting. Bye-bye.